Welcome to Eight State with Mama. Today we have with us William Koso, Nagaland only FC coach and former assistant coach of Aizawl FC. First of all, please tell us about the footballing culture of Nagaland, the lands of Dr. Tiao. What is the current structures of football in the state?
Uh, you see, since time immemorial, the Nagas' love for sports were have manifested, no, through its many traditional sports and
Mm,
games.
mm,
But nothing comes in the way, football becomes the epic center, following the footsteps of the late
mm.
Dr. Tiao. Yeah. Oh, regarding the current structure of football in the state, what I can say from my end is, as you all see that now we are all with the COVID thing coming up,
Mm.
there is no activity. Some things are coming up now. Some tournaments were held recently, and we are trying to cope up, come back to the normal thing again. Yeah, but as such, nothing, is being like, moving ahead the way we plan,
Okay.
the way we are planning. Yes, yes.
What are the challenges you have faced after the COVID outbreak?
That
That's it.
now, yeah,
For
yes,
everyone.
yeah, yeah. We are trying to come up with with talent scouting programs and all, which were not there, I believe, before.
Mm,
Uh, we we tend to hit the remote parts of Nagaland where we feel and we believe that we'll find talents there.
mm.
So things are putting into place now. So let us see how the situation develops, and then and I hope we will come up positively.
Okay, okay. In the recent years, very few players have been able to play in the ISL or I League. What can Nagaland do to create a pathway for players?
That's that's a big thing. Yeah, of course. I feel
Mm,
like, there was a gap. There was a gap. We were not being able to organize proper state leagues, and I feel like we were not able to give a platform. I mean, not as one. We cannot blame one part here. It is maybe state FA, maybe the department, and maybe the clubs. I think we need to sit down and work out a plan to fill that gap.
mm.
Here, there is no one is to be blamed here. Everybody had a role to play, and then I feel once we sit down together, put our head together, I think things will, we'll try to fill the gap like I have
Okay.
mentioned, the gap.
Mm-hmm. What are the steps that the state federation is taking for the growth of football in the state? And what are the challenges you are facing?
Oh, last year, if I we had a sitting with the state FA, my Department of Youth Resources and Sports. We had a sitting. They have come up with a proposal in organizing baby league uh, to develop women football, to conduct age-wise tournament. But due to COVID, we weren't able to progress any. But hopefully this year, I hope the department and the state FA we can work alone, and then try to put it into practical what we have planned last year. And I hope with a new team, sorry, my state FA, they're having a new team at the moment. So I hope with the new team, I mean, they will come up with some programs, activities, a year-long activity. Maybe they will come up with that. I hope they will do so. Yeah.
From football to fans, we have seen many viral pictures of plenty of fans gathering into what's local football tournaments. How is the fans culture in Nagaland?
I think, Mama, you will be aware that in your place when I was in Aizawl, I
Yeah.
can see
Ah.
the popularity is different. When
Mm-hmm.
we had staged an I League match, of course there were fans coming in, but there was, enormous turnout of fans when we were having a locality tournament again. Now they follow up, I mean, maybe they are not following the game, maybe they are following the players. I believe, so it's somehow the same here in Nagaland. When we have a
Okay.
local tournament, you see like, the crowd from the
Yeah,
locality.
thousand
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah,
say come.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
the old people is also coming and see. I
yeah, yeah,
understand
yeah.
it.
So I believe if we, set a stage where, a proper recognition to the local players, if we set
Okay.
a stage for them also, I think the popularity for the game will, spread throughout the entire state.
Okay.
There are a lot of things to be done for the fans as well. Recognition, maybe give away a best fan, and I find it one very interesting thing here in my state is like the old folks who turn up to witness the game. Oh, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
very encouraging. The spirit they have,
Okay.
the patience they have to be there throughout the whole 90 minutes and watch the game. Yeah, it's amazing that part. Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is good.
For me, the coaching part, I mean, it was a rough journey. It was not a smooth sail. There were so many challenges I faced. It was back in the year 2006 when I completed my AFC C license here in Kohima. I was lucky. That year, I had an injury, so I didn't want to part my ways with football. So I took that opportunity from playing to coaching. I switched. So I started my coaching journey by way back 2006, and then gradually involved with the local clubs and all. I tried to help locality team and all. Slowly started picking up the trade. Yeah. Yeah, my advice to you will be like, since you are an international, you have, tremendous knowledge in the playing, in your playing career. So it will help you a lot. And the input you get from different coaches, that will
Okay.
really give you a tip of the eyes, when you take up coaching as a profession.
Okay.
Because we have the same methodology, we have the same coaching, the same course is being taught, but it is how we, I mean, like express ourselves, dedicate ourselves,
Okay.
and with your playing career, with that experience you have, I think you'll be, able to, I mean, like show more, or like give the kids more what they,
Okay.
want, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. For me, it's difficult. It's more difficult than playing. It's coaching is more difficult than playing.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's players. You just prepare yourself like as a team, so you can play. But you prepare yourself well, so you can do much better. But as a coach, you have to look after after all the
the aspects.
coach, all the players, even the management also. So it's more difficult. So, but yeah, I'm going to try April. So I'm just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. um I feel the coaching part is more about responsibility.
mm, mm,
Yeah, the responsibility, I mean, like the commitment, like you said, it's not an individual; it's a team game. You have to
yeah,
know your team, your supporting staff, the management, the FA, and then now the most important thing I also feel is like the fans.
yeah. It's
You
more
know,
more
that
important.
yeah, yeah, they they have a trust on you. I mean, like you're taking care of the club, then obviously the club has followers and the fans, the members. So, sometimes we need to be very careful, and sometimes we have to make a rough decision. It's part of life, it's part of
Mm.
coaching only. Yeah. So, and I hope you, and I believe you will do well. You'll do well. Yeah.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the advice.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Yeah. No, so just ask you to come back in Nigeria one day or 1 week or two. So we'll meet again or chat together. That's all.
Yeah, I will love to come back. Yeah. I've seen, club is growing in Aizawl because what I find here in Nagaland is like we don't actually have club culture. Club culture
Oh
has not
yeah.
settled. I can see only some in my locality in Kohima. There is one club who is trying to come up with an idea of starting Kohima League, which has given a platform. But there are so many logistic problems in organizing a league.
Mm.
It's not easy when you don't get a
Yeah.
sponsors. Now, when you don't have a sponsors, you cannot expect a club to survive for 6 months. You know what I mean. Because I know you've been in
Yes.
clubs, so you'll be knowing that. So those are the
Mm.
challenges we have at the moment. But I hope with a proper structured plan, from all the all the different uh, heads, if we sit together, I think we can work out. So the same as with Aizawl, I think
Mm.
some clubs are struggling financially,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
Financially, yeah, it's a
yeah,
very, very problem. So yeah,
because
some of the club already uh, couldn't play the local league also. So
yes,
most of the
exactly, exactly.
the thing is financial problem. Like well, as you say.
Yeah, uh, yeah, like you are from your playing career now you're coming to your coaching. Like your coaching profession. Like, where do you feel like you should work? You should work in a grassroots, or maybe you want to get assigned with a club. Uh, you know.
To me, yeah, it's more important to grassroots level. If you uh, do better or best for the grassroots level, so it's not a problem for the uh, when you play for senior or any level. So you keep grassroots level is good, so you can go anywhere. I mean, like ISL or I League or any club. So I think it's more important to grassroots level. So I will have to work with the uh, boys also, like not in a big club, just a grassroots level.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Our department has made a proposal of hosting a League in a big way to the government. So we will wait for the. We will wait for the outcome. So in future, if I happen to invite you to come to Nagaland regarding this Golden League, I hope you'll
Oh,
be there for us.
really nice.
Uh, I hope you'll come to Nagaland if I invite you. No?
Yes, yes, sure. I will come. I would love to come. I never been there, nah. So
Ah,
when I was in ISO before I joined academy, so my friends came to play the tournament like the tortilla, but I don't have time to come over there. So whenever everybody love to play in Nagaland just because of the fans, they are very crazy. It's like Aizol. I know that they love football, but somehow, as you say, that it just need to change. But
yeah,
I don't know, but you have to change.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we have to. Yes, we have to work from scratches now. We need to try to put things together, and then and see what future holds for us. No?
Yeah,
And I feel like you should also recommend. Whenever you can, I think you should recommend for maybe maybe a notice proper league. Set up.
yeah.
That way, I think we can tap more players in the region if we have a platform like that. Yeah,
Thank you for giving me the advice.
yeah, sure, sure. Good
Bye.
day. Yeah.
Good day, everyone.